Zakat is an obligatory form of charity that is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It is a fundamental religious obligation for Muslims who have reached a certain level of financial stability, and it is designed to help those in need and promote social justice. In this article, we will explore the origins, principles, and significance of Zakat. Origins of Zakat. Zakat has its roots in the teachings of the Quran and the Prophet Muhammad. The Quran mentions Zakat numerous times and encourages Muslims to give to those in need. In one famous verse, the Quran states, "And establish prayer and give Zakat, and whatever good you put forward for yourselves, you will find it with Allah. Indeed, Allah, of what you do, is seeing." 110. The Prophet Muhammad also emphasized the importance of Zakat and made it one of the 5 pillars of Islam. He taught that Zakat was an act of worship that could purify the heart and soul of the giver, and he encouraged Muslims to give generously to those in need. Principles of Zakat. Zakat is a form of charitable giving that is mandatory for all Muslims who have reached a certain level of financial stability. It is typically calculated as 2.5 of a person's wealth, including cash, investments, and other assets. The money collected through Zakat is then distributed to those in need, including the poor, the needy, orphans, widows, and other disadvantaged individuals. There are several key principles that govern Zakat. Firstly, it must be given willingly and without any expectation of receiving anything in return. Secondly, it must be given with a sincere intention to please God and help those in need. Thirdly, it must be given on a regular basis, typically once a year. Finally, it must be distributed to those in need in a fair and equitable manner. Significance of Zakat. Zakat is a significant aspect of Islamic belief and practice, and it is seen as an important way for Muslims to fulfill their religious obligations and promote social justice. By giving to those in need, Muslims can help alleviate poverty and promote economic and social equality. Zakat is also seen as a way to purify one's wealth and soul, and it is considered an act of worship that can bring one closer to God. In addition to its spiritual and social significance, Zakat also has practical benefits. By encouraging the wealthy to give to those in need, Zakat helps to promote economic stability and reduce inequality. It also provides a safety net for those who are struggling financially and can help prevent social unrest and upheaval. Zakat in practice. Zakat is typically collected and distributed through various charitable organizations, mosques, and other religious institutions. In some Muslim-majority countries, Zakat is collected by the government and distributed to those in need. However, many Muslims prefer to give Zakat directly to those in need or through charitable organizations that they trust. Zakat can be given in a variety of forms, including cash, investments, and other assets. However, it is typically calculated as a percentage of a person's wealth, and it is only mandatory for those who have reached a certain level of financial stability. The specific requirements for Zakat may vary depending on a person's circumstances and the interpretation of Islamic law in their particular community. In conclusion, Zakat is a fundamental aspect of Islamic belief and practice, and it is designed to help those in need and promote social justice. It is mandatory for all Muslims who have reached a certain level of financial stability, and it is typically calculated as 2.5 of a person's wealth. By giving to those in need, Muslims can help alleviate poverty and promote economic and social equality. Zakat